So this video going viral, bro. Seen it all on Instagram, but I had to go to the main source of Cam Newton's podcast, Funkin' Fridays, and he has either a dating coach or a psychiatrist. What's y'all his name? Because apparently she's giving Cam Newton that smoke. She's like holding him accountable or whatnot, and I seen the minute clip on Instagram, but I want to see the whole, man, because you know stuff can get taken out of context. Y'all ain't got Dr. Bryant. Dr. Bryant. I don't know her first name. But anyway, I leave a link to the, here we go. It's on the thumbnail. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Right. What I seen is her giving him smoke, but like killing him with kindness, but smoke nonetheless. Cause you'll see. I'm gonna give y'all the answer to the test already, man. But I'm just here. I want to see the whole video. For those of y'all who haven't seen any of it, you're welcome. If you already seen it, then appreciate you rocking out with me again. You feel me? Merch shop SteveKnight.com. Link for that description box below. And let go.
I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
by how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
about
to
your
bring
wife?
him. I just want God to bring him.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just.
Because my point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
But before she dive into what she finna say, because she finna give him that smoke, man. But like even his little, he thought he said something so profound. What did he say? My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. But what does that have to do with you having a bunch of different kids, a bunch of different women? Those have nothing to do with each other. You could be with the same girl and pop a bunch of kids out and just not marry her. But you impregnating different women is you just doing something that you want to do. That's just an excuse. You not getting married is an excuse to be out here, spreading your shit all over the fucking place.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, and disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without Daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all.
That's exactly what happened.
But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy. And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health-wise, and community-wise, that Black men will stop.
Black men with what?
Fire. She cooking with grease. She cooking with grease. Of selfish. He's only thinking about himself and how he's gonna feel putting multiple babies out into the universe. Right. But taking it a step further, think about the quality of a woman that would volunteer to put herself in that situation. All these women just want to be kept women. They're essentially okay with just being paid off. For this to work and Cam Newton not to be present within these households, he has to replace that with finances, money. It's a certain quality of a woman that's going to place herself in that position. So, like she said, it's low functioning. That's low functioning as hell, bro, because you're not even giving yourself the best candidate to be with you. You're giving yourself the best candidate to be okay with those circumstances you putting them in. Right? I mean, I don't know his baby mamas for shit, man, but any women out here volunteering to be a baby mama with other baby mamas, right? They're just cool with it because of who Cam is and the money he got, bro. That's the type of girl you really got, dog. I mean, you're just doing what people are allowing you to get away with, because a real woman is not going to place herself in that situation, regardless of whom you are or what you have to offer. He want to be king and not be held accountable, bro. That's all that is. And at the end of the day, it's the child suffering the fucking most, bro. 'Cause I don't give a damn how much money you got, what resources you can provide. There's nothing replaces a father being in that home, right? It can be an obstacle just entertaining multiple children within one household, because you'll have situations where a child may feel more neglected than others depending upon the amount of energy the father's giving his own children within that household, right? But there's better ways to mitigate that, because at least father's there. Father's presence in the household means everything. But you cannot be 8 places at once, or you got 3 baby mamas, you cannot be 3 places at once, bro. So you're volunteering, like she said, you're volunteering them kids to be raised with a deficit, bro. Right? You're volunteering these kids to be raised less off than other children who are being raised in nuclear families, regardless of how much money they pops got, because pops gonna be there, right? Nuclear family is the most optimal dynamic for a child to be raised in, and you're taking that away from them because you want to selfishly, be on your Genghis Khan, right? It's all an ego trip, right? I want to spread my seed and have, bunch of kids and be the king of my shit on some Genghis Khan shit, bro. But that Genghis Khan shit don't work in 2024, my guy. Sorry. It's just the modern era, bro. You know what I'm saying? You not being there is going to put your children through some shit. I want to see how he responds, though. Stop
doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless.
Yep.
But you over here at some point when you
Happy.
do get a wife,
you over here with the one you finally got them settled down with. And that's a cop-out too, bro. You just want a reason to get your dick wet, dog. Because if you was really scared of it, like I said before, you was really just scared of being married, you would just keep farting out babies with the same woman. But the fact you out here just continuing to propagate everyone just goes to show that you're thinking with this head and not this head, and you not thinking about your children in any capacity, bro. You ain't, dog.
I'm saying if that's what you want, you will. You'll get whatever you want. You're trying to create a home. Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish.
Facts.
Epitome of selfish.
Facts.
I'm done. You can go for it.
Okay, say less. All right, so what identifies as a broken home?
All right, say less. That was real feminine right there, boy.
Go for
Okay,
it.
say less. All right, so
Listening to respond.
what identifies as a broken home?
Daddy ain't there.
what you have going on with these, whoever you're not in the house with is a broken home. It's called a blended family. It's called a blended family.
That means?
That the family is blended. So blended
So
means,
blended means broken?
Yep.
yeah.
Okay. So the guy that you were entertaining, you would go as low as 26.
That I would entertain?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And as high as what age?
Whatever man that doesn't have kids.
As high as?
Whoever doesn't have kids, whatever age he is with no kids.
I just.
No, that's the age. I'm saying I don't have an age range as far as how old. If he has no kids,
So your
he's a candidate.
non-negotiable is a person who does not have children.
A person that does have
My
children.
non-negotiable is a person with kids. But yes, I get what how you're saying it. Yes,
So you cannot date a person. You cannot be with a
I
person.
can, but I'm choosing not to.
So.
I can be with
like-
anyone, but I'm
like
choosing not to.
You're.
I gotta correct it. It's my narrative, Cam.
You're
I
like
can,
jumping in,
I
jumping out. It's either.
can. No, it's not. I can't. There's no such thing. I can date whoever I want. I am
He's
definitely
not
well
intellectual enough to have this
equipped to do
conversation
so.
with Shawty. He needs
So I'm
triggered
not
too,
going to
bro.
allow that word to be something that fits what I can't do.
triggered
I'm
as
well
hell,
equipped to
bro.
date
He in his
anybody.
feelings.
My preference,
Yes.
because there's nothing wrong with a lot of men who have kids. So I don't want to put that narrative out there.
Yes.
My personal preference is I would not choose to date a man with kids.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're dating a man with kids. Just a scenario.
Oh, okay, got it. Yes.
You're dating a man with kids.
Yes.
So you've identified that that's a broken home from the jump. With your verbiage of
He can't.
blended family
He
means
can't
broken.
digest it.
I've identified that I'm dating a broken man who is creating
Bruh,
who we.
This is like this is the equivalent of it's delusional. Or no, and I wouldn't call it delusional because Cam can get away with pretty much whatever he wants. But when he comes into contact with a quality woman, he can't make sense of it. What do you mean you not gonna date a person with kids? Do you see who the fuck I am? Right? It's entitled. He's entitled. Right? He can't believe the fact that there's a woman here that wouldn't entertain Cam Newton with all that comes with Cam Newton because he got kids. Nah, bitch. That's the difference between your baby mamas and the real one, right? That's the difference between a liability and an asset, right? He fathered a bunch of liabilities, right? Because only a liability is going to volunteer to pretty much just be taken care of, dog. And, volunteer for their children not to have a father accessible at all times. Outside of them being at work, handling business, but if he at other homes taking care of his other kids, bro, that is just the definition of dysfunction. An asset ain't gonna volunteer for that, bro. I need mines to be mines. I don't want no Genghis Khan. You know what I'm saying? Them hoes gonna have Genghis Khan. I want a real one, goddammit. I want a real family.
Is because we could teach what we know, we create who we are. And so broken people create brokenness, whether it's through a child, whether it's through a relationship, whether it's through themselves. It doesn't have to be a beautiful baby, but you're creating brokenness. And broken people can come from married households. I'm not saying that a two-parent household can't create the result of a child who then has brokenness and creates broken blended families everywhere. I'm not negating that.
That's not my point.
No, I know. I'm making that point. But yes.
But my point.
My answer is I not only identified that those homes are houses without a home because he's not in them,
Yeah.
but also that he's a broken man.
But you're going to be with a broken man.
No, I won't. I just said I wouldn't be with a man. I wouldn't be with a broken man who has multiple kids. I will take
No, not multiple. I'm
well,
talking.
a kid. It doesn't
So
matter.
you're
I don't
not
wanna-
going to date a man with children.
No, but let me clear this up because you said I won't date a broken man. That's not what I said.
No, I said, are you? Listen to what I'm saying.
I heard you.
Doc.
Let me answer it. Hold on. We all have a level of brokenness.
He hostile,
So will
boy.
I date a broken man? Yes. Am I going to date a certain type of brokenness? No.
Of course you're not.
And that type of brokenness
He's a man with kids.
is a man who has kids outside of me isn't something that's conducive for what I want forever.
But will you date him?
No.
So that goes to my point. I'm trying to ask a question. You have two different men right here. One man who has.
I will not date a man with kids.
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Yes. I will
But
not.
do you understand, just off of the statistics,
Here we go. Go ahead and be a statistic and say it, because I hear it all the time.
what?
Say it.
You say what you're saying, and I'm going to either.
Based on statistics, most men have kids. Go for it.
At your age.
But that's why I said early on, Cam, when you said young and remember the patience of me being older woman, I said, well, for a woman who has certain qualifications or criterions like no kids, that would be, I have to have enough brain cells to know, baby, that's the payoff. Okay, he may be younger, successful, no kids, but now you have to make sure you implement the patience. Or you get you an older man who has kids, and he could have been married with his kids. There's a lot of different scenarios why men have kids, okay? But then you don't have to have as much patience with him as maturity-wise. But do you want to have patience to say, and it's not even dealing with, because that's not bad, you want to have enough patience to gut.
All right, she delusional too, right? She delusional too. I mean, she can have her preferences, bro. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know how old she is. She looks like she's, late 30s at least. And he said your age, and that's the reality of it. You know what I mean? That's just his way of like getting back to her. Like, you ain't gonna date no man with kids, but you got a better chance of winning the lottery is finding a man you want that ain't got no kids, right? That's her preference. But she does realize her position, which sounds like she lowered her dating age to accommodate her preference, but that's gonna be a whole headache in itself dealing with younger dudes these days. Like, she's fucked down the future too, because she's made some mistakes to find herself in the position that she's in right now. Right? It's interesting that she is single, which is a whole different conversation. But I'm just here on, holding the fellas accountable too, bro, because a man out here with multiple babies with multiple women ain't no different than a fucking woman out here with multiple baby daddies, bro. Y'all both with the fuck shit, right? And you should be held accountable, dog. Just because you well off and got bread and all this, that, and the third, don't mean what you're doing is right. Every woman out here is not gonna volunteer to put themselves in that position, dog. You feel me? Anyway, dope conversation, bro. I do want to see what you got to say though, bro. Let me see how she talk her way out of this. I just don't want to have this video lasting all damn day.
Has certain qualifications or criterions like no kids. That would be, I have to have enough brain cells to know, baby, that's the payoff. Okay, he may be younger, successful, no kids, but now you have to make sure you implement the patience. Or you get you an older man who has kids, and he could have been married with his kids. There's a lot of different scenarios why men have kids, okay? But then you don't have to have as much patience with him as maturity-wise. But do you want to have patience to say, and it's not even dealing with, because that's not bad, you want to have enough patience to gut the fact that you are dating a man with young kids or grown kids, and that's against what you want, your value system. For me, I rather choose the poison of, I'll have patience with you, baby. We'll just have to figure this out, and I'm cool with that, and we'll have a good time in the meantime. Then I know that you have kids. It's against something I never wanted as a child. And now, if you have young kids, I'm going to be very involved because I'm a loving woman. I'm never going to take
But you're giving a scenario that you're saying.
Yeah, that I wouldn't do. Right, and those are the reasons why I wouldn't do them.
For sure.
Because I'm going to be involved, right? I'm never going to be a woman who's not.
All right. So she's willing to deal with the fuck shit from a little boy as opposed to going against her values dealing with a man that got kids, which is fair. And, she's attractive enough to be Stella out here, man, but just the chances of that relationship actually working is, slim to none. She got her odds of making a relationship work or be better off with a man her age, right, with those kids. But, that clock is a motherfucker, ain't it? Anyway,